Let's talk about something huge, something that affects pretty much everyone, the unspoken contract you have with your job and even with your country. And getting a handle on this is, frankly, one of the most important things you can do for your family's future. We're going to break down exactly why. I mean, it's a question that just stings, right? It feels like a total betrayal. You pour your heart and soul into your work, you're loyal, you hit your targets, and then one day you get that meeting invite. This isn't just bad luck. There's a cold, hard logic behind it, and we're about to take it apart. Okay, so to really get a handle on this, we've got to start with the world we know best, the corporate world. Let's peel back the layers and look at the fundamental logic, the source code that drives every single company out there. It all boils down to this one simple, powerful concept from the world of accounting: going concern. Now, this isn't some feel-good mission statement. It's a rule. It means a company's number one job, above all else, is its own survival. Its prime directive is to just keep existing. And literally every major decision flows from that one single priority. And this is where you see the real pecking order. This is the unspoken priority list. Number one, survival. Number two, keeping the cash coming in. Number three, making sure the business can actually operate. And then, way down at number four, is keeping people employed. It's on the list, for sure, but it will always be sacrificed to protect the top three. Always. So, let's say a crisis hits, a recession, a new competitor, anything. What's the biggest, heaviest, fastest lever the company can pull to make sure it survives? You guessed it, people. For most companies, labor is the single biggest cost. So layoffs, well, they aren't personal. They're a financial tool. It's the quickest way to stop the bleeding and buy the company time to fight another day. And this, right here, is the fundamental disconnect. It's where the heartache comes from. We feel like we're part of a family, a team. We think our loyalty matters. But from the company's perspective, it's a contract, a transaction. You have a role, and that role provides value. When the company's survival depends on it, they're not laying off you. They're eliminating a role, a line on a spreadsheet. Just let that sink in for a second. This isn't about good guys or bad guys. It's not cruel, it's just code. It's the unfeeling structural reality of how a corporation is programmed to function. Okay? Got that? Hold that thought. Because this is where we take a giant leap. We're going to take that exact same survival first logic and apply it to something way bigger, way more personal than a company. We're going to apply it to a nation. You see, just like a company, a state is what you could call a sovereign going concern. Its number one non-negotiable directive is to continue existing, to maintain its power and its borders. And that's the deeply unsettling parallel we're about to explore. Sound familiar? It should. It's the same logic, just on a massive scale. The state's real priority list puts its own survival at the absolute top. Then comes keeping the government itself running. Then protecting the financial system and the currency. And then, number four, comes the welfare of its citizens. It matters, absolutely, but it's not number one. Not when the state's very existence is on the line. But here's the twist. A state can't just hand out pink slips, can it? So how does it make cuts to ensure its own survival? It doesn't fire you. No, it does something much bigger. It changes the rules of the entire system. And it often does it so quietly, you barely even notice. These are the state's versions of layoffs. Conscription? That's literally sacrificing a generation for national survival. Inflation? That's the state quietly reaching into your bank account every single night, taking a little bit of your savings without ever sending you a bill. Lowering Social Security benefits or raising the retirement age? That's changing the terms of the deal long after you signed on. And sometimes whole regions are just left behind, forgotten, as the state focuses its resources elsewhere. This quote just cuts right to the heart of it. We feel patriotic, we feel a deep connection, but the state itself is a system. It's a machine designed for one thing: survival. And it runs on pure, cold logic, not feelings. Okay, I know this all sounds pretty grim, but this isn't about being scared or cynical. It's the exact opposite. This knowledge is power. Once you understand the rules of the game, you can stop being a pawn and start playing your own game. You can move from understanding to action. So what's the new playbook? Well, it's not about fighting the system. You can't. It's about building your own personal resilience inside it. And it all comes down to three basic principles. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, ever. Always have a plan B, C, and D. And make sure you can act fast when you need to. So, how do we actually do that? Great question. We're going to break it down into 5 practical, actionable layers of resilience that you can start thinking about for your family, like today. First up, layer 1, income. The goal here is simple but powerful. Your family's ability to earn money should never, ever depend on one job in one industry in one country. We're talking multiple income streams. We're talking skills that are valuable anywhere in the world. Your ability to make a living needs to be tougher than any single company or economy. Next, your assets. Look, this isn't just about playing the stock market to get rich. No. This is a defensive strategy. The goal is to protect what you have from all the things we just talked about: inflation, devaluation, capital controls, you name it. Spreading your wealth across different currencies, different countries, and different asset types, that's your financial shield. Layer 3 is mobility. This is your ultimate insurance policy. It's not about wanting to leave your home, it's about preserving the ability to leave just in case. It means passports are always valid, it means knowing what your options are, and here's the crucial part: it means having those tough conversations with your family now, before a crisis, about what it would take for you to make a move. The goal is simple: never be the family that's trapped. Layer 4 is the long game: education. But not just any education. The goal isn't to perfectly prepare your kids for one specific job market and one specific country. The goal is to prepare them for a world that's unpredictable. That means languages, especially English. It means teaching them how to solve problems, not just memorize answers. You're giving them a toolkit that works anywhere. And finally, layer 5, the bedrock of it all: your family's mindset. A family that can talk about scary things without yelling. A family that focuses on, okay, what's our next move, instead of whose fault is this? A family where everyone has a voice. That is a family that can handle anything. Because a family that doesn't panic is a family that wins. Period. And that brings us to the core thesis, the big idea of this whole explainer. This isn't pessimism, it's not cynicism. It is radical personal responsibility. Realizing that the system isn't designed to have your back is the first step to building a life where you have your own back. It's about taking the steering wheel of your life away from anyone else. So this can't just be an interesting idea you heard. It has to be a plan. So as we wrap up, I'll leave you with this one question to really think about. Looking at these 5 layers: income, assets, mobility, education, mindset, what is the first small, achievable step your family will take this week to become just a little bit more resilient?